Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the channel. We've got some absolutely incredible news to share about one of our all-time favorite families from Little People, Big World. Today, we're diving deep into a story that has everyone talking. Amy Roloff is pregnant. Yes, you heard that right, Amy, the beloved matriarch of the Roloff family, is expecting a baby girl with her husband, Marek, and Chris is over the moon about it. For those of you who've been following Little People Big World on TLC, you know this family has been through it all. Marriages, divorces, kids growing up, and everything in between. But this is next level exciting. Amy is about to give birth, and we're here to break it all down for you, from the announcement to the family reactions, Chris's joy, and what this means for the future of the show. So grab your favorite snack, get comfy, and let's dive into this amazing journey together. Okay, let's set the stage for those who might be new to the Roloff family or just need a little refresher. Little People Big World first hit our screens way back in March 2006 on TLC. That's right, this show has been around for over 17 years, giving us an inside look at the lives of the Roloff family, who live and work on a beautiful farm in Hillsboro, Oregon. The family is led by Matt and Amy Roloff, both of whom have dwarfism, and their 4 kids, twins Jeremy and Zach, with Zach also having dwarfism, Molly and Jacob. Now, over the years, this show has taken us on quite a ride. We've watched the kids grow up. Jeremy and Zach are married with kids of their own now. Molly's living her best life, and Jacob stepped away from the cameras to focus on his own path. We've seen Matt and Amy build a successful farm business, complete with pumpkin season, family events, and even a few roller coaster moments like health scares and big family changes. But one of the biggest shifts came in 2016 when Matt and Amy divorced after 27 years of marriage. It was a tough time for fans and the family alike, but it also opened the door to new chapters, including this one we're talking about today. Roloff Farms has always been the heartbeat of the show. It's where the family has celebrated weddings, hosted thousands of visitors during pumpkin season, and made memories that have kept us hooked for over 25 seasons. And now, with Amy's latest news, the farm might just become the backdrop for a whole new generation of Roloff adventures. Let's talk about Amy Roloff for a minute. If you've watched the show, you know Amy is the glue that's held this family together through thick and thin. She's a mom of 4, a businesswoman, an advocate for people with dwarfism, and honestly, just an all-around inspiring person. Born on September 17, 1962, Amy has lived a life full of challenges and triumphs, and she's shared so much of it with us on Little People Big World. Amy was married to Matt Roloff for nearly 3 decades, and together they raised Jeremy, Zach, Molly, and Jacob. They turned Roloff Farms into a thriving business, and Amy's warmth and humor made her a fan favorite. But after her divorce from Matt in 2016, Amy didn't just sit back, she started a new chapter. She moved off the farm, wrote a memoir called A Little Me, and kept us updated on her life through the show and social media. And then, enter Marek. Amy met Marek, a real estate agent with a kind heart and a love for adventure, and the two hit it off. They started dating, and fans got to see their relationship blossom on the show. Chris proposed in 2019, and in August 2021, they tied the knot in a gorgeous ceremony at Roloff Farms. It was a beautiful moment. Amy glowing in her wedding dress, Chris beaming by her side, and the family coming together to celebrate their love. Since then, Amy and Chris have been living their best lives, traveling, spending time with family, and just enjoying this new phase. But nothing, and I mean nothing, could have prepared us for the bombshell that dropped recently. Amy Roloff, at 60 years old, is pregnant with a baby girl. Let's get into it. That's right, folks, Amy Roloff is expecting her 5th child, and it's a girl. This news came out of left field and has fans buzzing with excitement, disbelief, and so much joy. Amy and Chris are about to become parents together, and with Amy about to give birth, the countdown is officially on. Now let's address the elephant in the room. Amy is 60 years old. That's not a typo. She turned 60 in September 2022. And here we are, talking about her welcoming a new baby. So, how is this possible? Well, while it's rare for women in their 60s to get pregnant naturally, it's not completely unheard of. The oldest recorded natural pregnancy was by a woman in her late 50s. But with modern medicine and fertility treatments like IVF, think about more women are having like kids later in life who had a baby at 50, or others who've used surrogacy or other methods to grow their families. We don't have official details about how Amy's pregnancy came to be, whether it was natural, through fertility treatments, or something else, and honestly, that's not our business. What matters is that Amy and Chris are thrilled, and they've got a little girl on the way. At 60, Amy's pregnancy is remarkable, but knowing her strength and determination, it's not surprising she's taking this in stride. Of course, being an older mom comes with some extra considerations. Pregnancy at this age can carry higher risks, like gestational diabetes or high blood pressure. But with the right medical care, plenty of women have healthy pregnancies later in life. Amy's always been open about her health on the show, from dealing with her dwarfism to everyday challenges. So we're confident she's got an amazing team supporting her through this journey. This will be Amy's 5th child, joining Jeremy, Zach, Molly, and Jacob, and her first with Chris. And with the due date fast approaching, we can only imagine the excitement building in the Roloff Marek household. Let's talk about how everyone's reacting to this incredible news. So, how's the Roloff family taking this? Well, if you know the Roloffs, you know they're a tight-knit bunch, even with their ups and downs. Amy's kids are all grown up now. Jeremy's 33, Zach is 33, Molly's 30, and Jacob's 26. And they've got families of their own. Jeremy and his wife Audrey have 3 kids, Zach and Tori have 3, and Molly and Jacob are living their own adventures. A new baby sister at this stage? It's a wild twist, but we're betting they're excited. Think about it. This little girl will be an aunt to her nieces and nephews who are older than her. Zach and Tori's kids, Jackson, Leela, and Joja, might be like, wait, Grandma's having a baby? It's a unique family dynamic, but the Roloffs have always embraced the unexpected. And with Amy and Chris being so loved by the family, we're sure everyone's rallying around them. Now, the Roloffs have been vocal about their conservative Christian values over the years, which have sometimes sparked debates within the family, like when Jeremy and Audrey's beliefs clashed with others. But when it comes to welcoming a new life, we think the family will put any differences aside and celebrate this miracle. After all, Amy's always been the heart of the family, and a new baby is a reason to come together. As for the fans, oh, you better believe the internet is losing it. Social media is flooded with messages like Amy Roloff pregnant at 60, iconic, and Chris is going to be the cutest dad. The Little People Big World community has been with this family for so long, and this news feels like a personal win for so many viewers. Of course, there are a few skeptics out there, some wondering how this works at her age, but the overwhelming vibe is pure joy and support. And honestly, who can blame them? Amy's been through so much, raising 4 kids, running a farm, navigating a public divorce, and now she's getting this beautiful new beginning with Chris. Speaking of Chris, let's talk about the man of the hour and how he's handling this exciting time. Chris Marek has been a game changer for Amy Roloff. Since they started dating, he's brought a new energy to her life and to the show. Chris is a real estate agent by trade, but he's also a motorcycle enthusiast, a supportive partner, and now a soon-to-be dad. And from everything we've seen, Chris is beyond happy about this baby girl. If you've watched recent seasons of Little People Big World, you know Chris is all in when it comes to Amy. He's been there for her through big moments, like moving off the farm, and small ones, like their cute date nights, when they got married in 2021. Chris talked about how much he loved being part of Amy's world, and now becoming a father for the first time. This is huge for him. Chris doesn't have kids from previous relationships, so this baby girl will be his first child. And at this stage in life, Chris is in his early 60s. It's a whole new adventure. He's been so supportive of Amy, and you can just picture him beaming with pride as they get ready for their daughter's arrival. Maybe he's already planning father-daughter motorcycle rides for the future, who knows? One thing's for sure, Chris's happiness is contagious. Fans have noticed how much he lights up around Amy, and this baby is going to take their bond to a whole new level. We can't wait to see him step into dad mode, maybe rocking a baby carrier at Roloff Farms or cheering on his little girl as she grows up. Amy and Chris are such a solid team, and this new addition is going to make their family even stronger. To keep things light and fun, let's sprinkle in some Roloff family trivia. First up, did you know Roloff Farms isn't just a farm? It's a full-on tourist destination during pumpkin season, drawing thousands of visitors every year. It's got a pumpkin patch, wagon rides, and even a pirate ship mat built. It's basically a family wonderland. Another fun fact, Amy's cooking has been a hot topic among fans forever. She's whipped up everything from casseroles to desserts on the show. But there's that one moment everyone remembers when she licked her finger while cooking and fans went wild online. With a baby on the way, maybe Amy's testing out some new recipes to satisfy those pregnancy cravings. Here's one more. The Roloff kids have given us 10 grandkids so far. Jeremy and Audrey have Ember, Bode, and Radley, while Zach and Tori have Jackson, Clipped, Lila, and Joja. Plus, there are Matt's partner Karen Chandler's kids and grandkids in the mix. This new baby girl will be the youngest of the crew, and we're already imagining the family photos. The Roloffs are full of surprises, and this pregnancy is just the latest in a long line of memorable moments. But what does it mean for the show? Let's talk about that next. Little People Big World has been on for over 25 seasons. That's over 300 episodes of Roloff family life. While some family members, like Jeremy and Jacob, have stepped away from the cameras, Amy and Matt have kept the show going, with Zach and Tori also playing big roles. But Amy's pregnancy, this could shake things up in the best way possible. Think about it. Amy and Chris starting a family opens the door to all kinds of new storylines. We could see episodes about baby prep, the birth, and their life as new parents. Fans have been speculating about a spin-off for years, especially after Amy and Chris' wedding special in 2021. And this could be the perfect chance. Amy and Chris, the next chapter. Doesn't that sound amazing? TLC loves a good family milestone, and Amy giving birth at 60 is a storyline goldmine. Plus, with Chris's happiness and the family's reactions, there's so much to explore. Will we see the older siblings meet their new sister? Will Roloff Farms become a baby playground? The possibilities are endless. Even if there's no spin-off, this news keeps Little People Big World fresh and relevant. The show's always been about real life, the messy, the joyful, the unexpected, and Amy and Chris' baby girl fits right in. We're crossing our fingers for more seasons to see how this all unfolds. Now, let's get real for a second. Having a baby is a big deal at any age, and at 60, Amy might face some unique challenges. Older moms can have higher risks during pregnancy and delivery, but Amy's a fighter. She's dealt with health stuff before, like her hip issues, and she's always come out stronger. With Chris by her side and a solid medical team, Amy's got this. And let's not forget her family, they'll be there to help every step of the way. As for preparations, we can only imagine what's happening behind the scenes. Are they setting up a nursery? Picking out tiny outfits? Maybe Amy's knitting something special, she's crafty like that. And the name. Oh, we'd love to know what they're thinking. Will they go classic, like Emma or Grace, or something unique to honor their story? Whatever they choose, this little girl is going to fit right into the Roloff crew. With her big brothers and sister, plus all those cousins, she'll be surrounded by love from day one. It's such a special time, and we're rooting for a smooth delivery and a healthy baby. Amy and Chris deserve every bit of happiness coming their way. To bring this story to life, we've packed this video with visuals clips from Little People Big World, family photos, and some cute animations to celebrate this baby girl. We want you to feel like you're right there with Amy and Chris as they get ready for this moment. And we want to hear from you. Drop a comment below. What do you think about Amy's pregnancy? Are you excited for Chris to be a dad? What do you hope to see in future episodes? Let's get the conversation going. Oh, and while you're at it, respect the family's privacy, okay? They're sharing so much with us. But this is their personal joy too. So there you have it. Amy Roloff, at 60, is pregnant and about to give birth to a baby girl with her husband, Chris Marek, who's absolutely thrilled. It's a new chapter for the Little People Big World family, full of love, surprises, and endless possibilities. We've covered the announcement, the reactions, Chris' happiness, and what this means for the show. Amy's strength and Chris' joy are shining through, and we can't wait to see this little girl join the Roloff legacy. If you love this deep dive, give us a thumbs up. More update. Little People Big World star Amy Roloff and Chris Marek relationship breakup. Little People Big World. 10 things you didn't know about Amy Roloff. And Amy Roloff has muddy accident. What happened? Today, we're talking about the beloved stars of Little People Big World, Amy Roloff and Chris Marek. They appear to be living out a fairy tale romance, but now there are whispers that they may be breaking up. How did that happen? What changed the course of events? Every step of the way in Amy Roloff and Chris Marek's romance has won over fans big and small. From their first encounter following Amy's divorce to their engagement and idyllic wedding, fans were hoping that this pair would stay married. Rewinding a bit will help us grasp their story. Everyone knows that Amy Roloff and Matt Roloff were married for almost 30 years. Chris Marek became Amy's boyfriend after their 2016 divorce. Their romance was awkward at first, but it soon evolved into something lovely. Chris was the rock that Amy needed after her divorce. He was a loving and stable spouse who never left her side. The audience was captivated by their on-screen romance because of their obvious connection. I will never forget the wonderful times that Chris and Amy had on their many motorbike rides and road trips together. Their engagement in September 2019 was perfect in every way, passionate, real, and unforgettable. The sight of Chris's stunning diamond engagement ring made Amy's heart race with joy. In a beautiful ceremony held at Roloff Farms in August of 2021, the pair exchanged wedding vows. A day full of love, family, and future optimism. Of course, not all romance novels conclude with a happily ever after. Viewers have picked up on little shifts in the interaction between Amy and Chris during the previous 3 months. After a string of mysterious comments made during interviews and a decrease in joint social media posts, people started to wonder if paradise was in jeopardy. They may be drifting apart due to the strain of integrating their lives, or they may have divergent objectives. How then did things go wrong? Here, we will dissect it. Sources close to the couple have hinted at a few crucial circumstances that might have played a role. But neither Amy nor Chris have formally confirmed their breakup. Managing one's life while in the limelight might be a contributing factor. Amy has never been bashful about discussing the challenges of juggling her private and public selves. Because Chris was unaccustomed to the limelight, he may have found this adjustment particularly challenging. There may also be disparities in lifestyle and aspirations for the future. A more sedate existence may have been Chris's dream, but Amy has strong ties to her loved ones and Roloff Farms. People who are interested in the subject have spoken out about the rumors quickly. Although many are saddened by the thought of Amy and Chris breaking up, there are many who are happy for them. Amy deserves nothing but the best, whether she is with Chris or not. That is what one admirer stated. Their relationship is difficult. I pray they are able to find peace, another person said. Amy and Chris, what is the plan now? We wish them both the best. We say, whether they are navigating a temporary hard time or choosing to separate ways. Amy has always been an inspiration to her admirers, and they know she will persevere and emerge stronger than ever. By the same token, Chris will also discover his way ahead since he is an honest and decent human being. Being in a relationship that is on display for the world to see is never easy. May Amy Roloff and Chris Marek always have our unwavering support and empathy no matter what the future brings. Feel free to hit the like button, leave a comment, and subscribe for more reality TV news and updates if you liked this video. How did Amy Roloff get into her muddy accident? A muddy disaster just engulfed little people. Big world star Amy Roloff, can you tell me how the TLC star is doing right now? Apart from her appearances on TLC, Amy keeps her followers updated on her life through social media. Sharing photos and videos on social media is a regular way for her to keep her admirers in the loop about what she is up to. Instagram user Amy Roloff added some fresh photos to her feed on Monday night. She admitted that she had tripped and gotten her feet a little filthy. Following a stroll with her husband, Chris Marek, she shared a charming selfie on social media. According to the reality TV star, this is the result whenever she wants to take a brief hike in the opposite way. The slope of mud was too steep, and I tumbled down it. Despite her injury, she seems to be keeping a cheerful attitude, as she also included a laughing emoji. Then she continued, "What is a little mud when I have my favorite fantastic boyfriend beside me and a lovely mountain backdrop?" Find below a photo of Amy Roloff's jeans that have mud splashed all over them. Thankfully, Amy seems to have been unharmed in her fall, according to her post. Probably would have told them if it had been very bad. While trekking with her partner, the LPBW star also sent a picture of the breathtaking surroundings. The weather and scenery that Chris Marek and Amy Roloff experienced on their short journey were just stunning. Many fans are gushing over Amy Roloff in the comments section of the post. The news that she is okay has brought a lot of relief. Extra individuals are finding humor in this post. It seems that many of her admirers can relate to her muddy incident. "Like happens to me often," says one of her fans. "Off the paths we go, my hiking companion loves to frolic." Things could have turned out considerably worse, as Amy Roloff remembers. "So long as you are okay," exclaims the admirer. "After sliding on a walk, I severely fractured my leg and ankle, requiring 3 surgeries and 10 days of traction in the hospital. Use caution while you are outdoors." 10 uncommon facts about Amy Roloff from Little People, Big World. Reality TV star Amy Jo Roloff became famous after appearing on Little People, Big World. She was born on September 17, 1964. The 25th season of the show is nearly here, although TLC has not officially announced it yet. The show chronicles the Roloff family's struggles and triumphs as they run their farm. Eventually, it became a famous emblem of the inspiring lives of people with dwarfism and their fights and triumphs. In terms of influence, Amy Roloff reaches far beyond the realm of television. Many people look up to her, and she is more than just a reality TV star. Through all of her pursuits, she has shown perseverance, resolve, and an unyielding spirit, and the boundless possibilities of a life well lived. A multi-talented celebrity, Amy Roloff is known for her tireless work ethic. A lot of Amy Roloff fans do not know these 10 interesting things about her, yet they are all in this article. Amy Roloff is not limited to just one universe. She also has a flourishing career as a motivational speaker, where her captivating anecdotes enthrall audiences. She has a wealth of experience in many fields, including writing, philanthropy, blogging, podcasting, and cooking. As a mother, Roloff takes great pride in her 4 beautiful children. Just one of them, Zach Roloff, has the achondroplasia dwarfism that both of his parents had. We have seen Amy and her husband Matt Roloff, who are parents to 4 children on the show. The other 3 Roloff children are Molly, Jacob, and Jeremy. Amy and Matt Roloff also have 5 grandchildren. They have a son named Jeremy Roloff and a daughter named Ember Jen Roloff through his marriage to Audrey Roloff. Zach Roloff and Tori Roloff have 3 children together. Beyond her leisure time, Amy Roloff's love for baking and cooking knows no bounds. On her YouTube channel, Amy Roloff's Little Kitchen, she shows her audience her gastronomic adventures. Similarly to how she runs a bakery, her official website also includes updates from her kitchen. Beyond her leisure time, Amy Roloff's love for baking and cooking knows no bounds. On her YouTube channel, Amy Roloff's Little Kitchen, she shows her audience her gastronomic adventures. Similarly to how she runs a bakery, her official website also includes updates from her kitchen. At the Little People of America convention in 1987, Amy Roloff and her husband, Matt Roloff, first crossed paths. Her family show first brought her fame since it gave viewers a front-row seat to her dogged persistence. She has been famous for nearly 20 years as a result of her entrepreneurial pursuits, blogging, talk show appearances, and inspirational anecdotes. Before becoming famous on the farm and in reality TV, Matt Roloff was a prominent figure in the computer business of Silicon Valley, where he developed and sold software. His business spirit and technical acumen were the driving forces behind his success. This is extremely important since it set the stage for the Roloff family's future success in television. By reading Amy Roloff, A Little Me, readers can see Amy's life from a personal perspective. Her inspiring life story spans from her formative years to motherhood, fame, and all in between. This book is more than just a book. It is a celebration of her drive and determination. The Roloff children benefited from Amy and Matt's continued financial stability and hard work on the farm even after their 2015 divorce. In the year 2021, she experienced a second tragic love affair. Amy Roloff and Chris Marek tied the knot in the year 2021. Thanks to their mutual regard and shared interests, they have developed a charming romance that has been yet another wonderful plot point on the show. On the very same site where her children played as children, the couple exchanged vows. In addition to her own reality show, Amy Roloff has made guest appearances on several others. Oprah and The View, 2 of the most popular daytime talk shows, have featured her. Also, Amy Roloff has been on Celebrity Chopped. You can see all of her achievements thus far on her website, amyroloff.com. She interacts with her followers through blogs, autographed book sales, and more. Listeners to her podcast, Amy Roloff Podcast, can find episodes on her website as well. Prior to his meteoric rise to fame on television, Roloff exhibited an academic bent. She attended and graduated with a business degree from Central Michigan University. She was a former student of Livonia, Michigan's Franklin High School. Her business degree attests to her multitasking prowess and exceptional business acumen. Prior to this, she worked as a motivational speaker and has been an honored guest at several notable events, including the 2010 Lakes Health Conference and the 2019 Dr. James Borland Convocational Series at Adrian College. In addition to owning a nonprofit foundation, Amy Roloff often contributes to the Dwarf Athletic Association of America. Following an argument between the two, Amy Roloff visits her ex-boyfriend Matt and his fiancée Karen Chandler at their farm. A Dwarf Athletic Association of America (DAAA) fundraiser was the subject of multiple Instagram posts by the TLC star. Pictured here with a sign promoting the gathering, 60-year-old Amy struts her stuff on the farm. The mother of 4 donned a white vest, boots, and a blue denim dress. Her short, flowing blonde hair cascaded down her back. Isabel, Jacob's wife of 27 years, was there as well. She and her mother-in-law posed for photos. The 4th-generation Oregon family's $4 million farm was the setting for the cowboy-themed celebration, and Amy shared more photos from the event on her Instagram. As the guests dined, she snapped pictures of them in their cowboy hats. There was even one that featured Karen, 55, and Matt, 61, taking part in the celebrations while dressed according to the theme. In her greeting, Amy conveyed her joy for the occasion and extended her gratitude to Karen, Matt, and her husband Chris Marek, who is 60 years old, for their contributions in planning it. "What a fantastic fundraising event I organized for DA8A," was one of her writings. "Karen, Matt Roloff, and Chris Marek were my teammates, and I am truly grateful to them." Viewers of LPBW were taken aback when Amy and Matt reconciled following their intense argument from the previous season. In an honest interview that aired on the show, Amy admitted that she was disappointed and frustrated by the grandfather's treatment of his sons. Their twin sons, Jeremy and Zach, who are 33 years old, wanted to buy the house, but Matt was against it. After Matt opted to sell the farm due to the group's inability to reach a consensus, the family members were understandably angry. "I believe that is the secret to Matt's survival. No worries at all. All the pieces are where they should be. Do you not realize that your loved ones and acquaintances disagree with you, even though you think this is oak?" "It was not well accepted," Amy remarked. "This was something that I think hit right to the core," she continued in her speech. "Ignoring it and pretending everything is fine seems like a daunting task. They will need some time, in my opinion." Amy recalled an argument she had with her ex-husband, stating that they went wild over the sale of the farm. In her perspective, a deal might have been struck prior to the selling decision, she said. Nonetheless, Matt informed Karen that, in his opinion, the talk took a different turn and that Amy attacked him regarding the issue. "Amy is very concerned about the farm's potential sale since I listed it for sale." Matt assured the cameras that Amy would tell him if she was unhappy about anything. In addition, he was forthright about the fact that he was only selling a fraction of the property, even though he claimed to understand his family's animosity. In October 2022, Matt decided against selling the property and instead decided to rent out the main house. Zach, his 32-year-old wife Tori, and their children relocated to a $1 million home in Battleground, Washington, in an attempt to separate themselves from their father's actions. Jeremy made a daring move with his family, purchasing a $1.55 million house near Roloff Farm. With the help of his 31-year-old wife Audrey, Amy Roloff and husband Chris Marek buy and tour 10,000-square-foot dream retirement house with 6-car garage. On Tuesday's new episode of Little People, Big World, the TLC stars discuss the advantages and disadvantages of the expansive home. Chris Marek and Amy Roloff have fantastic plans for their retirement. In Tuesday's new episode of Little People, Big World, the TLC stars showed viewers around a massive Oregon home that boasts 10,000 square feet of living space. As they drive by the property at the beginning of the action, Roloff and Marek discuss its pros and cons. Roloff worries that the house is a bit too expensive, even though it is beautiful to look at. In response, Marek says, "I think the first step is to see if we like it, and if we do, figure out how we pay for it," while also bringing up the fact that he has met Amy's ex-partner, Matt Roloff. "Hello, Roloff. The fact that he has progressed so far on his ideal home serves as a reminder that ours is still a ways off. It would be wonderful to find that house before we retire, so we are keeping a close eye on the situation." Though the 6-car garage of the house they are going to see is excessive, Amy does admit that it suits their taste better. "The extra space is something we are accustomed to," she says. "An entire acre would suffice. In the long run, I would like a home where the master suite is on the main floor. My ideal garage size is 3 cars." Upon arriving at the 6-acre property, Amy first appreciates the long, beautifully landscaped road, but she worries about the possible maintenance. They are both blown away by the house's spacious foyer and the stunning rural view from the back windows as soon as they step foot inside. "The photographs do not do it justice," Marek says. Amy dreams of a lifelong retirement, but her husband sees potential in the family mansion as a business opportunity. "This place seems like it may be perfect for weddings," he says. "There are not many people here, and the farmland is beautiful." Amy is honest about her desire to not work until I am 85 to pay for it, even if she does recognize her husband's point of view. In a video in the style of a confession, Amy conveys her eagerness to tell her husband about her recent encounter. "I believe Chris and I are still in the process of getting to know each other," she remarks. "First time we have ever worked together, we are going to make some major decisions. I find it interesting and even fun to watch how we work together." She shows the pair around the house and complains, "This is high-maintenance, man," after showing them the kitchen, bathroom, master bedroom, and movie theater. She also mentions in the scene that she and Marek were married on her ex-husband Matt's farm, Roloff Farms, in 2021. 10,000 square feet is huge. The big house on the property is probably little over 5,000 square feet. Additionally, she mentions that she believed the farmhouse to be spacious enough. Before Amy and Matt's 2016 divorce, Amy resided on part of the farm and was the owner. Zach and Jeremy, twins, are 33 years old. Molly, a daughter, is 30 years old, and Jacob, a boy, is 27 years old. The exes also have 4 children together. After a falling out with son Zach, Matt announced in the season 16 opener of Little People, Big World, that he was planned to leave the farm to his ex-wife. Both of them have since gone on with new partners. No more today. What are you thinking about this gossip today? Let us know in the comments, and stay tuned by subscribing to our channel to get more updates like this. Thank you.